welcome to Piper High School in Kansas City, Kansas for the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week between the Topeka Seaman Vikings and the Piper Pirates. And good evening, Joe Van Amberg along with the Hall of Famer Michael Watson. And Michael, what a way to start the basketball season off for us. Top 10 matchup here between Topeka Seaman, defending state champions, against the up-and-coming Piper Pirates. Should be a good one.
Yeah, we've been ready for high school basketball, and what a better way to kick it off than at the new facility, the Harbor, here at Piper High School between two top 10 teams.
Well, let's take a look at our players to watch. First for the Topeka Seaman, it's Anna Becker.
Yeah, Anna Becker, she is the engine for the Topeka Seaman team. The UKC Player of the Year last year. She's a few points and a few steals away from her high school record. So watch that matchup tonight between her and this other player.
And the other player right on cue for Piper, Grace McCullough.
Yeah, Grace McCullough, returner here to Piper High School after being away for a couple of seasons at Miege. All EKL second team, the Cal signee. She can do it all inside out. Going to be a great matchup.
Well, a top 10 matchup to start things off here on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News. It is Piper and Topeka coming up next. And welcome back to Piper High School in Kansas City, Kansas. Just a few moments from tip-off. Great matchup coming up as they're doing these starting lineups. And Michael, one of the additions this year in the state of Kansas, the shot clock. We've got a 35-second shot clock used for the first time here. First time on one of our broadcasts we've been able to use a shot clock, so it should be interesting.
An exciting time in over 35 years on a broadcast that we get to see the shot clock here in the state of Kansas. Missouri doesn't use it, so our Kansas games, you'll be able to see it featured. And do you really need a shot clock? I mean, in today's game, we're just shooting threes, right? We're just coming down, we firing. So, I don't know. We'll see how impactful it is.
Inside the new gymnasium here at Piper High School. Let's take a listen. Michael, pretty exciting atmosphere here at Piper High School. Got the video board. I mean, it feels like almost like a college atmosphere.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know we didn't have the lights turned off when I was in high school. We would have been waiting for 45 minutes for them to come back on. But this is an exciting arena. The fans are ready to go. It's going to be a great game with the McCallum sisters back here at Piper. Got a chance to watch them at Miege the last few years, and that's a dynamic duo. So, going to be a great matchup as we get ready here tonight.
And for Piper, it doesn't start off very easy. You got the defending 5A state champions coming in. First game here at a brand new gymnasium. This is the grand opening. Student section out in force. And again, the preseason coaches poll had both of these teams in the top 10. And Topeka Seaman, see returning a lot of talent. A roster and starting lineup full of all-conference players. And there's Anna Becker immediately inside Ava Esser for 2.
Yeah, you see she is pedal to the metal right off the top, able to get in. Nice assist down low.
Now Piper with the basketball for the first time. This is Grace McCullough. Was all EKL last year. Avery Vallejo, too strong. We're down to Stahlbaumer, excuse me. Bragg from the corner, 4-0 lead for Seaman early.
Yeah, who needs the shot clock? They're out pushing the tempo early. Nice jump shot on the baseline. Got to travel right there.
So turnover, we'll give it back to Topeka Seaman. Well, coaches sometimes talk about the early jitters, you know, in the first few minutes, game, brand new season, first time getting to play a new opponent. Michael, what do you think about, what have your experiences been with?
I think every athlete has those pre-game jitters. I think that's a steal right there by Grace. She pulls up for 3, but you definitely have those jitters before every game.
So Stahlbaumer bringing the ball up the floor, and then a foul on Faith McCullough.
First team foul.
Becker for 2. Anna Becker, first points of the game.
Man, just nice backdoor, pull-up jump shot for the bucket.
Becker was signed with Drake, and then a foul on the drive.
And count it. Do they count that? Basket is good. Take a look right here. Nice drive down the lane. Takes the contact, able to finish. Gets the college continuation. I'm all about that.
Faith McCullough, who was all EKL, third team last year with Bishop Miege.
Nice move.
Doesn't quite get it to go. And they actually did not count the basket, so.
Okay, they didn't.
It looked like originally they were going to, and then decided against it as McCullough with a steal. Abby Roth for 3. No. Out of bounds to Seaman.
And in this new gym, it is difficult. The backdrop is a little different than it would be in typical high school gymnasium. This is more of a college atmosphere, so that may take a little bit to get used to as well.
Maddie Bragg running point, the senior. Bragg drives. Doesn't go. Faith McCullough with the rebound. Piper pushes. Grace McCullough all the way. Foul, and that will send Grace McCullough to the line.
That Grace McCullough made up her mind as soon as she got that basketball. She was getting downhill to the hoop, able to draw the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
McCullough, who is a big transfer for Piper, gets Piper on the board. An early lead for Topeka Seaman. Kara Beaton has just checked in for Seaman. And Grace McCullough with one more from the free throw line. And signed with Cal over the summer. Rebound to Kinley Wilhelm. Stahlbaumer. And go Esser underneath for 2.
Yeah, that size down low. Ava Esser, 6 foot, the senior, able to get the putback. Seaman, they drop back into a 2-3 zone.
Grace McCullough with the reverse layup.
Oh, stop playing with him, Grace. Oh my goodness.
Becker drives, and Becker fouled before the shot.
Man, what a move by Grace McCullough. Coming down the lane. I mean, watch the nice kiss off the glass. The up and under with the finish to get her team on the board.
Greg underneath with the right hand.
Yeah, Greg, nice move with the drop step on the inbound play. You see the inside connection that Topeka Seaman has.
Ooh, Faith McCullough. Abby Roth. Too strong, rebound Greg.
Well, the Pirates are getting good looks at the basket, just coming up short so far on those layups. Gonna have to pick it up on the defensive end.
Becker. Inside Esser. Three-pointer Greg. Too strong. Faith McCullough the rebound. Faith McCullough.
She is cat quick.
Vallejo off the mark, out of bounds to Seaman.
In for the number 23, Allison Oaks.
Allison Oaks just checking in for Piper. Early stages of this first quarter, and Topeka Seaman has responded very well to the atmosphere, the new gymnasium being the away team, and there's a steal though for Grace McCullough. McCullough blocked. Tie up. Possession arrow will stay with Piper.
Let's take a look right here. They said no foul right here by Grace McCullough, but then watch the defense that time by Esser with the block, and the jump ball will stay with the Pirates.
McCullough can't get it to fall. Stahlbomber with the rebound. Becker all the way and fouled by Vallejo.
I thought Vallejo got back in good position on that time, hand straight up, but gets called for the foul. And Becker foot on the gas the entire time, literally from the jump ball.
Well, Becker coming into this game, 925 points, and she's adding to that total as we speak. But 7 assists off the school record, 5 steals away from the school record as well. Just all around fantastic basketball player. She makes both. Becker is signed with Drake. McCullough, deep three. Too strong. Faith McCullough the rebound. Grace McCullough is fouled before the shot.
Her change of direction off the dribble is phenomenal. It's so hard to keep her in front. You can tell that's why Topeka Seaman is back in that zone defense to try to slow her and her sister down, especially in the half-court set.
Annalisa Lockwood now in for Piper. Grace McCullough. Avery Vallejo. McCullough three. Yes!
Bucket! 2-3. You shoot him out the zone. Grace McCullough knocking down the three from outside.
So Becker guarded by McCullough. Beaten from the corner, too strong. Esser with the rebound, loose ball.
I think it's a kick ball and stay on this end, but that last three, little weave action out front. Then the kick, and no one recovers to the University of California signee McCullough, and she makes him pay from deep.
Becker knocked away, out of bounds. We'll stay with Topeka Seaman.
That's great defense, quick hands by Vallejo as Becker tried to drive to the hole.
So Topeka to inbounds is a 6-point lead for Topeka Seaman early. Stahlbomber. Esser, Becker. Beaton. Gregg, baseline. Foul before the shot. Well, Gregg, you see there, she's getting some looks at the Division II level. So definitely possibility of playing at the next level for her as well. As this Topeka Seaman team, if you go down their lineup, it's a bunch of all-conference and all-state caliber players returning from a state champion team, as Faith McCullough couldn't quite get it to fall as Wilhelm the rebound.
Man, she is so quick getting to the hole, just coming up short on those layups, but not on this end.
Stahlbomber with the 2.
That Stahlbomber. Topeka Seaman will make you pay. You don't get back defensively.
Grace McCullough shot just a bit off there. Stahlbomber, the left-hander from downtown.
Stahlbomber, and a timeout is called.
So timeout for Piper. 17-6 is the early Topeka Seaman lead with 2:19 left in the first quarter. And Michael, I mean, Topeka Seaman, they're getting production from a lot of different players.
Well, they came out ready to play from the jump. Take a look at the last basket, couple of baskets, as Stahlbomber drives there for the layup, and then in transition just gets to the corner. No one gets out there to her. She knocks down the open 3 for an early 11-point lead.
Well, Shane Stout, the Piper head coach, 14 years as head coach, graduated from Sterling College and previously at Liberal, Kansas and Belleville, and led Belleville to a 2A state champion. And so you've got some state championship experience on the Piper side, looking to try and take that next step this year and get Piper into a state championship. And Matt Tinsley, who is the coach of the year in the United Kansas Conference, he did lead his team to a state championship last season. So you've got a couple of coaches with some state championship caliber and state championship resumes, as Tinsley also in his 8th year, graduate of Washburn University. And you know, they're trying to run it back this year.
Absolutely, and so far so good as they start off with a big lead in this first quarter. Let's see how the Pirates respond.
There's a foul away from the basket. Some fouls on the sophomore, Kara Beaton. So Faith McCullough to Grace McCullough for 3.
Bucket. Can't leave her open, knocks it down off the inbounds play, and just a lapse of judgment that time by Topeka Seaman.
Stahlbomber on Vallejo. Tough shot, doesn't go. Wilhelm and Faith McCullough fighting for the loose ball. And it's a jump ball, will stay with Topeka Seaman.
I mean, Faith McCullough is like Sonic the Hedgehog out here. She is everywhere, especially on the defensive end. Love that. Just seeing her maturity after watching her play last season. She does it on both ends of the floor.
Becker.
Oh, let's go! Woo, woo. Off the screen, knocking it down.
Faith McCullough fouled on the drive.
Well, this last 3, these are the shots you can't teach. Right here, high ball screen, off the pick, defense stays back. I mean, look how far she is. She's about 25 feet from the basket, knocks it down dead on.
So Faith McCullough. Coach really liked how she's able to push the tempo, gets the ball wherever she needs to get it to, and also a great shooter. I've seen her knocking down some big free throws here. She tries to trim this lead for Topeka Seaman.
All right, ladies, 1 shot.
All-conference honoree in the Eastern Kansas League last year as well. As we nearing the final minute of the first quarter. Piper trying to hang around as Topeka Seaman got out to a big lead. Inside Esser for two.
Nice high-low pass inside to Esser for the bucket. Did a great job of sealing up the lane, then getting the shot she wanted. And you see the problems that the Vikes are having out top. And take a look defensively at what Topeka Seaman is trying to do. They're staying in the zone, but Piper's doing a great job of still pressing the tempo, getting a lot of hand check calls as McCullough knocks down the first free throw.
Grace McCullough. Coach said she can play all 5 positions. Natural position is a point guard, but excellent, a great shooter and just very quick. We're seeing a lot of that here today.
Absolutely.
She trims the lead. It's near the final minute of this first quarter. Bragg. Steal. Roth. Blocking foul. So that will send Abby Roth to the line.
Well, I thought that was great defense on the other end from Piper.
Roth misses the first one. Abby Roth, a senior, is one of their leading scorers last year and a starter for this team since her freshman season. One of the team's leaders on and off the floor for this Piper Pirates squad. Makes the second one. It's Bragg running point. Beaten. Inside, Stallbomber fouled. So Jada Stallbomber, another senior, honorable mention, All-United Kansas Conference player last year, 4-year varsity player. Had 16 points in the state semifinal game, the left-hander making the first.
You see great movement without the basketball for Topeka Seaman as well. They're not just standing there waiting for the ball to come their way. They're moving without it. Nice back door, and that time able to draw the foul.
And shot off. Grace McCullough. Faith McCullough for 3. Yes!
Bucket! That was a big shot to pull them to within 6. If they're able to get a stop, that momentum will be in the Pirates' favor, but we know Becker has different plans.
Becker guarded by McCullough.
That's the matchup right there, star on star. Wow, look at that
Steal by
defense.
Faith McCullough. 3 seconds. McCullough too strong. Puts it up. Yes! Annalisa Lockwood.
That's how you finish the quarter on the defensive end. Faith McCullough comes up with the steal right here. Watch, she sees Becker turn her back to her, and she just runs up her back, misses the free throw, but never giving up on the play. Lockwood with the putback, and just like that, we got a 4-point game.
Yeah, Michael, at one point it looked like Topeka Seaman starting to kind of pull away with this one. Piper calls that timeout, and then they're able to fight their way back before the end of the quarter.
Yeah, being down by as much as 12 in that first quarter, but you know with the McCullough sisters, that wasn't going to last long. Let's see how they respond with the momentum being in their favor. And then on the other side for Topeka Seaman, how will they respond after a couple of possessions that they probably would have want to have back?
The Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News is brought to you by Hy-Vee, proud to support Greater Kansas City High School athletics. Oh, what a way to start basketball season here on Spectrum News. Piper and Topeka Seaman, again a top 10 matchup. And as to be expected, great fans of all ages showing up here this evening for the grand opening of this gymnasium. So Piper starts with the basketball down by 4. Lockwood with the putback to end the first quarter after Topeka Seaman built quite a lead. And McCullough short on the 3. Faith McCullough the rebound. Vallejo.
Well, Topeka Seaman doesn't want to come out that zone because they would have to guard these sisters on the perimeter. Good skip.
Faith McCullough for 3, doesn't go. Esser with the rebound.
Another steal.
Faith McCullough.
Oh.
The step. Gerber. No.
Oh, man.
Stahlbomber. Fouled, and she will go to the line for 2. Jada Stahlbomber back to the free throw line. Already a strong start for her. She gets point number 7 there. So Juliana Benedetto is checking in for Piper. Stahlbomber is also a track athlete, a sprinter, and a hurdler. So there's McCullough, Faith McCullough. Roth, tipped out. We'll stay with Piper.
Well, have the right thought. When you go baseline, the opposite corner is usually open, but good defense that time by Seaman.
Three-pointer, Grace McCullough from the corner.
Booyah! Nice set play. Ran a man-to-man play against the zone. You screen the bottom of that zone. McCullough wide open, knocks it down. And the Pirates were within 2 points.
Stahlbomber. Esser, the turner around doesn't go. Gerber the rebound.
Good.
For the lead. Abby Rock.
Uh-oh!
The Pirates have come storming back here in the second quarter. They lead 25-24 with 6:09 left in the second.
Well, that three-point line is the great equalizer. Grace McCullough takes it out of bounds, runs the baseline, screen 3, count it, and then next possession, unselfish play by Faith McCullough. She kicks it over to Abby Roth for another 3. And after being down by 12 in the first quarter, the Pirates are now up by 1.
What a turnaround for Piper. You know, Coach was talking about these previous matchups between Topeka Seaman and Piper. He said they are close all the way through, talking about Coach Stout. He said Topeka in the past has been able to put some pressure on in the fourth quarter and start to pull away right now, and that's kind of, you know, what they're thinking may be happening at some point in this game. But Piper, you really got to love just the energy to be able to make that comeback and get yourselves the lead here for the first time today.
Well, I'm curious to see if Topeka Seaman, if they stay in that zone defense. They've given up 4 3-pointers so far in this first half, being in that zone.
It's Bragg. Esser, Becker, Becker fouled by McCullough. Well, Michael, if you're Topeka right now, what adjustments do you need to be making to try and reclaim this lead?
Well, I think on the defensive end, you have to identify shooters. You have to know who can shoot from outside, especially when you're in the zone, and then cheat out a little bit. On the offensive end, what we saw earlier, they were going inside, got a lot of easy points in the paint, and that has changed so far.
Stahlbomber off on the 2. Grace McCullough. Inside Benedetto. And Lockwood fouled on the way up, and now Annalisa Lockwood to the free throw line.
I don't think Lockwood even knew that Besser was behind her. She kind of turned around like, man, that was a good, tough foul, but she'll go to the line and shoot too. But what I love is the adjustment by the Pirates. They're pushing the tempo. They know they're not so big in the post, but they can push the basketball with their guards, and I think that is where they have an advantage. First free throw is good.
Annalisa Lockwood, who's also a track star, broke the state 400-meter dash record in her career here at Piper, and extends Piper's lead to 3. Gragg. And a carry. Turnover back to Piper.
And that's just good defense because she went to make a pass and she saw Piper in the lane. That time called for the carry. Let's see Topeka Seaman. Looks like they're back into a man-to-man right now.
And Wilhelm with the takeaway. Gragg. Stahlbomber. Esser inside. Stahlbomber drives. And Stahlbomber to the free throw line again. Well, Stahlbomber last year in the state tournament, there were a few times that she put this team on her back in that state championship run. Michael, it seems like she's maybe trying to do that here, trying to give Topeka Seaman a bit of a spark now after Piper made that big run.
Absolutely. They need some life on the offensive end. She's not able to knock down both of those free throws. But now they're back to that man-to-man defense.
Inside Grace McCullough.
Defense.
As Becker brings it up for Topeka Seaman, looking to try and reclaim the lead that they had through most of the first quarter and for part of the second as well. And a foul against Grace McCullough trying to fight through the screen.
I didn't see the push over the screen. I think the defender actually tripped before McCullough got to her, but official calls the foul, and that's a second one on Grace McCullough.
5-second violation, turnover gives it back to Piper.
That's that defense we talked about. That time on the out of bounds, causing a 5-second. And Topeka Seaman is staying in that man-to-man defense.
Roth, who hit the three-pointer to give Piper the lead, and Grace McCullough short on the 3, out of bounds. Piper basketball.
Well, you would think in the man-to-man that Topeka is playing, you would see more penetration towards the basket. You don't want to see the Pirates fall in love with the three-point shot.
Grace McCullough from the elbow.
Oh, my goodness. The crossover into the jump shot. That's lethal.
Esser. Becker, deep 3. No. Tipped around, rebound, Abby Roth. Faith McCullough. Roth. Benedetto. Right hand. No. Wilhelm has it. Becker.
see more standing around by Topeka Seaman on the offensive end, whereas earlier they were doing a great job of moving without the basketball, creating open opportunities. This is a three, rims out.
Benedetto with the rebound. So Piper, a chance to extend the lead on this possession. Again, Topeka Seaman starting off red hot, and this one is
and one. And we talked about it, Joe. They cannot stay in front of her. Her first step is ridiculous. I told you, she's like the little hedgehog. We might have to call her Sonic or something. I don't know. Is she the red one or the blue one, Joe? I don't know. Take a look right here. She's gone. Turns the corner, gets smacked in the forehead. Still able to finish. She'll go to the line and try to complete the three-point play.
So Faith McCullough does complete the three-point play.
What is the Red Sonic's name?
I don't remember. That's a great question.
We need someone to text us right now the name of the Red Sonic. I'm gonna ask my son. Knuckles. Knuckles is the Red Sonic. What's the blue one's name? Is it Sonic?
Yes.
All right.
I do know that one.
We know that one. All right.
As we got a timeout here with 2:50 left in the half, and Piper now with the lead over Topeka Seaman. And we've seen Grace and Faith McCullough have been big impact players. They came in from Bishop Miege, so the newcomers for this Piper team, and they've made a big impact today.
So Grace is Sonic and Faith is Knuckles. We'll just go with that because they have really turned it on, and they've done it using tempo, using their speed, getting downhill, getting to the bucket, pulling Topeka Seaman out of the zone defense, where I think is an advantage for the Pirates because their guards for Topeka Seaman cannot stay in front of the guards for the Pirates. And with Faith McCullough, when she turns it on, she's able to open it up as well for the shooters.
It's now Topeka Seaman basketball. 2:48 left in the half. And there's another foul on McCullough.
And that's a third foul on her.
So McCullough with her third foul. We'll see if Coach Stout decides to take her out for the remainder of the half as Kinley Wilhelm, the 5'8" senior, who not only is an outstanding basketball player, but also outstanding volleyball player. Coach described her as the glue person for this team.
Yeah, she brings that toughness for Topeka Seaman as she misses the second one. And let's see how the Pirates play without their star player, but they still have Faith McCullough out here at the point.
There's Oaks, Faith McCullough. Oaks drives, right hand doesn't go. Esser has the rebound. Becker pushes the floor for Topeka Seaman. The pull-up, no, Gerber has it. Piper pushing tempo. Faith McCullough.
Oh my goodness. The change of direction, no one is ready for it. She gets you leaning to the left and she's crossing over before she even takes the next step. That is so difficult to guard.
So Abby Roth to inbound for Piper. Final 2 minutes, and again, this first quarter, it was all Topeka Seaman, and Piper making quite a comeback here in the second. Faith McCullough for three. Becker has the rebound.
And that's a good job of tipping and keeping that rebound alive. Wide open three for Topeka Seaman, just short. Gets the offensive rebound.
Beaten out to Gregg for three. Doesn't go. Rebound gathered by Oaks. Faith McCullough. Offensive foul.
That's great defense that time, and you called it for Topeka Seaman. Standing right in and taking the charge. Kinley Wilhelm.
Yeah, when I was asking Coach Tinsley about players under the radar, he said Kinley Wilhelm. You know, she's not afraid to mix it up, solid player, and that time taking a charge for a team, trying to give them the momentum back.
That was big, picking up the second foul on Faith McCullough. And she checks out. See how they respond in the last minute.
Gregg underneath for 2.
That's a great job gathering herself, able to get the layup.
Spin from Oaks, but a turnover. And now Topeka Seaman with a chance to potentially tie on this possession. Gregg baseline. Wilhelm. Gregg for the tie. No, Gerber has it.
That's great defense for the Pirates.
Vallejo for 3. No. So Becker with the shot clock turned off. Topeka Seaman can play for the final shot.
Let's see if he lands in the hands of Becker. They're running the set. 15 seconds to go in the half.
Gregg inside. Traveling with 11 seconds left.
Yeah, and these girls are spent here in this first half. They're tired on both ends of the floor. 10 seconds remaining. Let's see what the Pirates do.
Benedetto, step back 3 with 5. Off the mark. Wilhelm has it. Becker with 2. Becker with 1. Oh. No. So Piper with a big comeback in the second quarter to take a 32-29 lead into halftime.
Man, what a performance by them. It was a tale of 2 quarters. That first one belonging to Topeka Seaman, but the second one, the Pirates battled back after being down by as many as 12.
32-29 is our halftime score. We will step aside. We'll be back for the second half here from Piper High School on Spectrum News as number 1 and number 10 look to try and get their first win of the season. And welcome back to the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week here on Spectrum News. Piper with a 32-29 halftime lead. Let's take a look at some of our first half stats, or excuse me, first half highlights.
Well, stats, highlights, same thing. Becker got it going earlier with a nice assist down to Vassar for the bucket. And this is where Topeka Seaman really was showing how strong they could be. Gregg that time with the bucket. Again, inside to Esser. But then the tides turned when the McCallum sisters got going. This nice up and under layup by Grace McCullough to get her squad going. And then outside for 3, a couple of them for the Pirates really opened it up. And you know, when one goes down, you gotta shoot it for the heat check. 3 fouls for Grace McCullough. So let's see how she responds as we do take a look at the Hy-Vee first half stats.
Yeah, Michael, and the stats. What stands out to you? Obviously, field goal percentage favoring Topeka Seaman, but Piper able to get it done from the free throw line, and they've made 5 3-pointers.
Made 5 3-pointers, which really allowed them to open up the driving lane. And you see the points in the paint. That's where Topeka Seaman really stood out, and they just kind of got away from that, started shooting a lot of shots. But really what stands out more than anything are the turnovers, Joe. 11 turnovers for Topeka Seaman to only 3 for Piper. So when you have more opportunities at the basket, you should have the lead.
Well, basketball season just getting warmed up. Next week we'll be at Blue Valley Northwest Husky Hoops Invitational. The games will be at 6:35 and 8 o'clock. Teams to be determined, but it is tournament season, Michael. A lot of great teams in the Blue Valley Northwest Husky Hoops Invitational.
Looking forward to it. The powerhouse that are the Huskies. The mean streets of Overland Park, baby. We go everywhere.
So a lot of exciting basketball coming up as you see Piper High School state champions in boys basketball in 2019. Boys game is coming up after this. Should be another exciting one. And you know, you've got 4 teams, 2 teams, both teams for the girls side and both teams for the boys side. We've got coaches and teams with state championship pedigree. Makes this such a fun atmosphere and fun doubleheader to start our season.
And it's definitely lived up to it as both teams back on the floor getting warmed up, ready for the second half. And you talked about the experience of those championship coaches and what they're talking about to them at halftime. If I'm Topeka Seaman, I'm looking at the stats. Hey, when we started out, we were dominating down low. Why did we go away from that? Let's stick to our game plan. We have the advantage down low. And for Coach Stout, for the Pirates, he's saying, hey, we got them right where we want them. They were tired. We ran them down. So let's make sure we continue to move the basketball. And more than anything, play with confidence. We know the McCollum sisters, they're going to come out here and do what they do. But who's going to be that third scorer and who takes the pressure off of the sisters? We know Grace has 3 fouls, so she's going to have to be careful.
We got another great one coming up right after this. Topeka Seaman versus Piper, the boys game. Piper, the number 6 team in the preseason polls, against Topeka Seaman, a team that just a couple years ago won the state championship. So another great matchup coming up right after this one. You see right there, Topeka Seaman players obviously excited to play their first game of the season. And, you know, it was interesting talking to the coaches. They were, you know, talking about, yeah, it's, you know, it's been nice practicing, but everybody's been really antsy to get on the floor and actually play a game in a gymnasium in front of a crowd, and it's a great night for it.
I'm ready to get up there. I mean, I've been ready for the season like I'm playing at 44. It's an exciting time, beautiful facility out here, and this has really been an entertaining first half. And that boys game, like you mentioned, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a really good one. Piper had a wonderful run downstate last season, came up short, but DJ Jackson for the Piper Pirates is going to be great as well. For the other side, Seaman, you got KV Bonner, who can really light it up. So going to be a good one, but not before this fabulous finish between the girls of Piper and Topeka Seaman.
Yeah, this second half is anything like the first half. We are in for a great basketball game and a fantastic finish. Esser inside, Stahlbomber, Wilhelm, inside Greg, and a kick that will stay with Topeka Seaman.
Well, you see the first play out of the half, go right inside to Greg, use the advantage. So I think they were listening to us at halftime, I'm pretty sure, because we're both state championship coaches, Joe. Or we could just say we are on TV.
Hey, that's nothing wrong with that. As loose ball taken away by Gerber, and here comes Piper.
Another turnover, their 12th of the game.
It's Grace McCullough inside, doesn't go, and here comes Topeka Seaman. Becker pushing the floor. Wilhelm.
See man-to-man defense all night long. And inside to Greg.
Greg with a mismatch down low, able to get the 2 and make it a 1-point game.
Yeah, they made up effort the first couple of plays to get the ball down low to her.
Gerber with the putback.
Oh, man, going down amongst the trees.
Gerber with a steal, but a foul against Vallejo. Michael, now Topeka Seaman, you mentioned this, going inside to Greg, has the mismatch against Vallejo, and
3 straight possessions. 3 straight possessions, they're going inside.
Esser underneath for 2 and 1.
Nice inbounds play. Little screener action, the back door, and Ava Esser, as we take a look at it right here. A little action going down. Defense gets caught slipping. Esser gets the bucket. She'll try to complete the three-point play.
And to tie it, and she does. So we're tied at 34. as Esser tore her ACL her sophomore season, came back last year, still averaged 7 points a game, and they're looking for her to have a big year this year. 3-second violation will give it back to Topeka Seaman.
That's a tough call because that one went down for Grace McCullough on a nice step back three. Doesn't count.
So now Topeka Seaman can take the lead for the first time since the second quarter. Becker in trouble and gets out and gives Topeka Seaman the lead.
Great job staying with the pivot foot, spinning out, able to get the nice kiss off the glass.
Taken away. Topeka Seaman will now try and build on this lead. Becker, baseline. Blocking foul against Allison Oaks. Michael, the energy from Topeka Seaman seems a lot different in this beginning of this third quarter.
Looks just like the beginning of the game.
Stahlbomber missed the three. Three-pointer, Roth doesn't fall. McCullough on the floor with Esser, and jump ball will stay with Piper. Piper with the basketball. Another interesting stat. Since Topeka Seaman joined the conference, Topeka Seaman is 4-0 in the regular season against Piper, and then 5-0 overall. So Piper trying to get their first win. Faith McCullough for three, and
Bucket.
Piper reclaims the lead.
Nice three-point shot off the dribble for Faith McCullough.
Becker. Wilhelm. Stahlbomber. Becker underneath for two. What a pass from Stahlbomber.
Yeah, the defense just lost Becker on the back door. She's able to get an easy layup.
Grace McCullough can't get it to go.
Yeah, she has to be careful with those three fouls. Have to pick up her four.
Greg on the other end.
She just puts the defense for the score.
So Topeka Seaman now leads by 3. A back and forth game. And Becker nearly had a steal.
Take a look coast to coast with the most. Gets the rebound. Here's Greg. She's like, you know what? No one, excuse me. Splits the defense. Gets the layup. Seaman out to a 3-point advantage.
Grace McCullough from the elbow. Too strong. Wilhelm gathers the board. Greg. Stahlbomber. Wilhelm. Esser inside Greg. Nice feed to Becker.
Yeah, you see the inside buckets. They've scored all of their points in the paint to start this second half.
Grace McCullough off on the three. Esser the board. Stahlbomber. Becker and a kick on the entry pass. Gerber checking back into the game for Annalisa Lockwood. Piper had the lead at halftime. Topeka Seaman, though, come back and reclaim the lead. A Stahlbomber shot is blocked. Faith McCullough pushes the other way. She splits the defense. Can't get it to go. Gerber with the putback.
Oh my gosh, he is just dominating down low. Her second bucket of the half. But Seaman is right back on the offensive end, pushing the tempo. A near steal.
Becker. Greg. Side to Esser, tipped away, and then a foul on Esser. Second foul on Esser. So now Piper basketball down by 3. Chance to potentially tie on this possession. Grace McCollum. Gerber. Gerber fouled on the drive. Gerber has had, especially here in the third quarter, quite a third quarter.
Yeah, just going down, just being strong, doing a great job of getting position as the ball is in the air. A couple of offensive rebound and putback, and she's really a reason that they're staying close. Oh, nice out-of-bounds play. Wow.
Lockwood.
It was the same play that Topeka Seaman ran earlier that got Esser a bucket.
Esser with it now. Beaten. Stahlbomber. Gerber with excellent defense. Lockwood all the way. Doesn't go. Out of bounds. Stays with Piper.
And we've seen about 4 missed layups by Piper. They would be up right now. Just unable to get him to go down.
Piper now a chance to reclaim the lead. McCullough got
it! The Cal Bears stepping out, knocking it down to get the Pirates back out in front.
2-point lead once again for Piper as Becker fouled on the drive. Fouls on Oaks. She is not happy about that call.
Oh, I agree with her on that one. That was good defense fighting over the screen. Take a look at it right here. And Becker's initiating the contact, but able to draw the foul. That was great defense by Allison Oaks. Probably butchered her last name. Sorry, Mom and Dad.
It's Becker. Foul on the drive. That is on Gerber. So Becker now to the free throw line. And Becker, you know, approaching 1,000 points, and talk about all the accolades, but, you know, Coach also talked about 4.0 student, also really active in student council, just a very focused individual, but very involved in her school, even outside of being an outstanding basketball player.
Yeah, just a well-rounded student athlete. You love to see that. College coaches love to see players who like to do things outside of the court. And she is one of those students that's, the game is all tied up at 44.
Lockwood hands it off. Faith McCullough. No, Gerber with the rebound and the lead.
It's Gerber, baby. See what I did there? Gerber, baby.
Three-pointer.
Oh! And you called it. I mean, when they need a bucket, who they go to? Oh, come on!
Teams are trading buckets.
And Stahlbomber just kind of shook her head, was like, I was right there. Greg! Uh-oh! It's a shootout at the Harbor. Penetration kick, corner. Oh, we got a foul.
So Roth will go to the free throw line and shoot 3.
Oh, man, both teams need to catch their breath. Trading buckets back and forth the last 4 possessions, but the last three-pointer coming down on the break. Greg just steps into it, able to knock it down.
So Roth makes it a 1-point game. A starter since she was a freshman. She's also a first-team all-conference volleyball player, so. And now a chance to give Piper the lead once again as the teams continue to trade leads here in the third quarter. But we remain tied. It's Becker. Guarded by Roth. Becker all the way, can't get it to fall. Roth the rebound. Grace McCullough. Faith McCullough. Grace McCullough for three. Doesn't go. Stallbomber the rebound.
I think she rushed that one, didn't get her feet set. Didn't really need to shoot it so early in the shot clock.
Bragg. Beaten for three. Off the back iron. Lockwood, loose ball. And a jump ball. And it will stay with Topeka Seaman. Shot clock is turned off. As Vallejo will come in and take out Grace McCullough. Coach Stout going to give McCullough a brief break here before the fourth quarter. Bragg. Short gets her on rebound and puts it home.
Same play out of bounds. Players are wide open. 10 seconds. Let's see how the Pirates answer.
Benedetto.
Good kick.
Vallejo, yes!
Buckets! Oh, man.
And Piper takes a 1-point lead into the fourth quarter. Avery Vallejo.
Oh, man. This has been an exciting first 3 quarters of basketball. Man.
Michael, back and forth we go. And you know something we haven't really talked about? The shot clock.
Not at all. We talked about it before. Like, do we even need it? We didn't need it that first quarter at all, and they have been back and forth. I don't think the shot clock has gotten under 10. We're right next to the shot clock guy, and he's taking a hit like, no, it hasn't gotten underneath 10. Both teams up and down. Let's see who has that final win, because they have been running all night long, but a great penetration and kick out for the three to put the Pirates up 1.
Yeah, Michael, I think it's pretty clear. We've seen, two of the best teams in 5A in Kansas here today. You've got Topeka, defending state champions. They're currently #1 in state. And you can definitely see why Piper is in the top 10. This is a team that looks like they could be making some noise in Class 5 this year in Kansas.
Well, definitely top 10 because of this 10th grader right here. Briley Gerber, baby. Offensive rebound and putback. She has been the answer on the offensive end for the Pirates, doing a great job just being in the right place at the right time. Rebound and putback. A big reason her team is up 1.
Inside, McCullough is fouled. Foul is on Becker.
Oh, that's a great job out of the timeout. And Becker headed to Drake. She's going to be guarding players like Grace McCullough, able to turn the corner and get to the basket.
So McCullough's first shot goes. And the Piper lead is now 2. Second one doesn't go. Wilhelm fighting for the rebound. Traveling against Topeka Seaman. So we'll give the ball back to Piper. Give it a 2-point lead here in the fourth quarter. And this game has been back and forth from the beginning. Topeka Seaman started out with a big lead. Piper fought their way back in the second quarter to take the lead. And in the third quarter, Topeka Seaman able to fight their way back. As now McCullough shot off the mark.
Gerber, baby. Oh, excuse me.
It's a foul underneath, and it will stay with Topeka Seaman.
Whistle against
Well, Coach said he's hoping that Gerber takes her game to the next level. I'd say she's doing that.
Absolutely. Only a sophomore getting a lot of time.
And McCullough offensive foul against Piper, and that is the third foul on Faith McCullough.
Did they call a charge on that last one? I think so. And that's her third foul. So both the McCullough sisters with 3 fouls.
And Becker guarded by Grace McCullough right now. Greg. Beaten. Greg inside on Gerber, fouled. And Greg to the free throw line. Greg, who is an all-state basketball player, had a double-double in the state championship game, and being able to play inside and outside that we've seen today just makes her very difficult to guard. And you know, we saw that. They had Vallejo on her, I think, when she was staying outside more, so she moved in and got some really good buckets and already has 14 today.
All right, ladies, one shot.
Second one short. Rebound for Lockwood. So a lane violation against Piper. And that will give Greg another opportunity at the free throw line to try and tie the game. Coach Stout, I think, wanting an explanation there, and the official talking with Faith McCullough on the right side of your screen. Greg gets that one to go, and we're tied. Faith McCullough, nice feed inside to Roth, but a foul.
Ooh, she dropped a dime, man. Stop the play. That was going to be an easy layup.
Foul's on Jada Stahlbomber. And for Stahlbomber, that is number 4.
Next step ball, next step ball.
So Stahlbomber will have to be careful, especially against Grace McCullough, who drives, doesn't fall, beating the rebound. Becker. Stahlbomber. The floater off the mark. McCullough, Roth, step back 3, short. Gets her own rebound. Vallejo off the back iron, out of bounds. Piper ball. Coach Tinsley cannot believe it here on the near side. Three-pointer, McCullough, short. Still tied, and Topeka Seaman a chance to once again reclaim the lead in a game that has been back and forth. A bunch of lead changes throughout.
Yeah, it's like a heavyweight fight nearing the 12th round. Both teams tired. Who's going to have the mental fortitude to get through it?
And we've got a whistle before the pass and a timeout for Topeka Seaman with 6:04 left in the fourth. Michael, seems very appropriate that we've got a tight game with how this game has gone back and forth. Topeka Seaman and Piper both changing leads, and now both teams tied. I mean, it's been an impressive performance for both teams, really.
It really has, and from the beginning of the game, it didn't look like it was going to be that way. It looked like Topeka Seaman was going to run away with it. But a huge credit to the Pirates, the way they clawed back into the game. And then Topeka Seaman staying close as state champions should do. These final 6 minutes, it's anyone's game.
Well, the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News is brought to you by Hy-Vee, proud to support Greater Kansas City High School athletics. Great start, great crowd here at Piper High School. The opening of a brand new gymnasium here at Piper, and it's been treated to a wonderful basketball game to start our doubleheader night. And we still have 6 minutes to go, and a lot can happen in these 6 minutes.
Absolutely. Got to make note the McCullough sisters for the Pirates, 3 fouls each, so they'll have to be careful.
Becker drives, doesn't fall, and here comes Grace McCullough. Faith McCullough. Grace McCullough inside for Lockwood, a little too far, and it's out of bounds. Back to Topeka Seaman.
Yeah, it's a tough pass to handle down low.
Becker guarded by McCullough. Wilhelm. Bragg. Stahlbomber. Yes, sir. Wilhelm.
Good defense. Shot clock at 7, Joe.
Bragg with 4 on the shot clock. 2 on the shot clock. Got it!
Oh, wow. Man. Bragg's coming up big with the bucket as the shot clock ran down.
McCullough drives with the left hand to tie it up.
Nice answer by McCullough.
Stahlbomber. Faith McCullough the other way. Grace McCullough inside, doesn't fall. Wilhelm has it. A frantic pace. Becker for 2.
Nice job by Becker. Under control, able to get the layup to go.
Topeka Seaman once again in front.
Ooh.
McCullough. And a foul underneath.
Take a look right here. Watch the cross. Excuse me. Hit her with the crossover. Gets fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Grace McCullough makes the first one to make it a 1-point game. Riley Gerber, who's had a fantastic game, has just checked back in for Annalisa Lockwood. So McCullough to try and tie. No. Esser the rebound.
It might come down to who can hit their free throws as we wind this one down with just over 4 minutes to play.
Stahlbomber. Grace McCullough with the steal. On Becker. No, gets her own rebound and fouled again. So now McCullough with a chance to give Piper the lead once again here at the free throw line. First one is off.
Just not typical of her normal shot. Last couple of free throws. Couple of big misses for her.
So McCullough again will go for the tie. Rattles out. We're still with a Topeka Seaman 1-point lead. Wilhelm. Stahlbomber. Bragg. On Oaks. What a pass to Becker. Bragg gets the rebound. Esser. Becker 3. Yes!
Oh, let's go! Big shot, Becker.
So now a 4-point lead for Topeka Seaman. Roth all the way, doesn't fall.
Wow, that was wide open.
Esser! Got it. Timeout Piper. As Topeka Seaman going on a run, it was Becker and then Esser with the finish underneath. And now all of a sudden, Topeka Seaman with a 6-point lead in the final 3 minutes.
Well, it looked like the Pirates were out of gas those last couple of possessions, and it ended up costing them. No one getting out to Becker. As we take a look at the last couple of buckets for Topeka Seaman, Greg down low misses, but Esser with the rebound and the great ball movement to Becker in the corner, and she knocks it down from deep. And this time, no one gets back on defense as Gerber flies by. And Topeka Seaman now up 6 with 2:51 remaining.
What a game between these two teams, just back and forth. 3-pointers for Pipers. You got to see the McCollum sisters, what they've been able to do. Topeka Seaman just keeps fighting back. Now taking the lead. Does Piper have one more run in him in the final 3 minutes to try and take the first game here at the new gymnasium at Piper High School?
Well, if we know one thing for sure, the McCollum sisters are not going to go down without a fight. They both can create their own shot, which is a great thing to have at this point in the game when you just need buckets. Let's see if Topeka Seaman stays in the man-to-man or if they'll go back to their zone defense as they played a lot in that first half.
So now Piper will inbound. It's McCullough. Faith McCollum, Roth. McCollum drives, kick, 3-pointer Oaks, doesn't go.
Gerber! It's Gerber, baby! Down low, offensive rebound and the putback. Right place, right time.
Becker. Stahlbomber. Stepped on the baseline.
I thought the lower official was going to call a push initially, but the official on top calls out of bounds. So important possession right here for the Pirates.
4-point game. Grace McCullough, Vallejo. Saw her hit a 3-pointer out there before the end of the first half. Faith McCullough, Grace McCullough for 3. Got it!
Buckets! Nice screen and pop. Both defenders went with Faith McCullough. She kicks it to her sister for a big 3.
Timeout for Topeka Seaman with 1:36 left in the game.
Let's take a look at that last possession. Both players drag, go with Faith, and Grace knocks it down from deep in the student section. Is loving it. Only down 1 with 1:36 remaining. This is why I love the shot clock in high school basketball. Now you can't hold the ball for the remaining 1:36. We know if the Pirates are able to get a stop, they'll get a possession and an opportunity to win the game.
Down a 1-point game for Topeka Seaman, and the lead was 6 just a few moments ago, but you talked about Gerber having an outstanding game. Grace McCullough, kind of what we expected out of her. An outstanding debut here in her senior year here at Piper. And this is still anyone's game with 1:36 left.
Absolutely, it's been great from start to this point. And you talked about how Coach Tinsley not Coach Tinsley, Coach Stout for Piper, and him wanting Gerber to really step up. And she has come to life, the sophomore here in this game. Some important offensive rebound and putback opportunities. Let's see how this next possession goes defensively for the Pirates, if they're able to get a stop.
So a minute 36 left in the game. McCullough, and lost it out of bounds back to Topeka Seaman.
Man, that would have been big right there.
As Becker has got a bit of blood on her leg right now, so. As we've got a brief stoppage while Becker is going to be treated. Referee is talking with Becker, and so what the official is saying is that she's got 20 seconds. And basically, if they get this taken care of in the 20 seconds, she does not need to come off the floor. And for Topeka Seaman, you don't want your best player off the floor with a minute 34 left.
Definitely don't want that. And I love the matchup as Grace McCullough is guarding Becker.
So Greg will run point. Again, Topeka Seaman with a 1-point lead. Esser. Becker. Greg. Inside, Esser gets the ball and is fouled by Gerber.
Nice battle down low, and Gerber's giving up about 3 inches in height.
As substitution, they have to bring Gerber back in with 2 shots. Lockwood will come in before the second. And Esser now, mentioned tore ACL in her sophomore year, came back last year, still was able to average 7 points a game, outstanding volleyball player, and really expecting big things out of her this year. And now she has a chance to make this a 3-point game. She does just that.
Big free throws. Still a couple of possessions left for the Pirates.
McCullough, fade away, no. Lockwood, fouled on the putback. And with 59 seconds left, Coach Tinsley did not like the call. Topeka fans did not like the call.
It was hard to see from our vantage point. The lower official called the foul. The bottom official, 2 shots.
More importantly, the honorable mention all-conference player last year, Lockwood, making the first. As they will take a timeout with 59 seconds left and a 2-point game. Again, Topeka Seaman started out on a run at the beginning of this one, having a double-digit lead at one point. Piper fought their way back. Piper took a halftime lead. Third quarter, Topeka Seaman able to kind of battle back. Piper, though, was able to hang around as well. And then the teams just started trading leads back and forth in this fourth quarter. Most recently, Topeka Seaman going on a run to extend their lead to 6. But just like, last couple minutes, Piper, it's a 2-point game, and they can make it a 1-point game with this free throw.
Yeah, either way, one possession, miss or make, the Pirates are going to have to get a stop on the defensive end. Going to have about 25 seconds remaining if the shot clock runs down. This is when I would put Gerber back in. The way she's been offensive rebounding, just rebounding in particular, has been big, and that second free throw is good.
And so, substitution, Allison Oakes will come in, and will take out Abby Roth, as now Piper will go to some pressure.
And now we look at the timeout situation, one for Topeka Seaman, and the Pirates have two, little full court pressure. Bragg is playing the point for Topeka Seaman. Oh, Faith was running after. Oh!
McCollum knocks it out of bounds. Still 27 seconds left on the shot clock, plenty of time. Good defense, though, from Grace McCollum. And
Faith McCullough is just lurking behind the ball. Let's see if they run that same play. They do, they run it.
Stahlbomber. Wilhelm, guarded by Vallejo. Becker. Now you've got the two best players, arguably, for their respective teams.
Yeah, 15 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be mano a mano.
Becker. Wilhelm for three. Strong. Becker, the rebound. Stahlbomber has it. And a foul.
Just take a look. The shot goes up. I didn't see the foul. Look at McCullough. Looked like her hands are on the basketball.
Well, now, after the foul, the shot clock is turned off. And with Piper, you've got 4 team fouls, so you have to think that you are going to have to foul at this point, right, Michael?
You should foul right now, but I would foul going for a steal. You don't want to just foul to be fouling. You want to make an effort play because you never know. We've seen the Pirates get a lot of tips and batted balls tonight, but man, that was a big call going against the Pirates.
So it will be Topeka Seaman basketball after the foul, as Piper was going for the jump ball. Possession arrow also is in favor of Topeka Seaman on any jump balls. Wilhelm to inbound for Topeka Seaman. Stahlbomber immediately fouled.
And she has to be careful with Faith McCullough. That was her 4th. So she can't foul. Is that 16 fouls?
Stahlbomber, double bonus, making the first. So now it is a 2-point game. And Stahlbomber, who's come up big in some big situations for Topeka Seaman. She can make this free throw, makes a 3-point game, and she does nothing but nets. Faith McCullough drives. Is it a charge or is it a block?
They called a charge. Wow.
So,
did they call a charge or a block?
They called
a block. Oh, wow. I was about to say, because McCullough was in the air and the defender was still moving to the position. Man, that was a bang, bang call. Wow, take a look right here. Elevate, and she's still sliding over. That was a good call by the officials. And they actually conferred on that one. Big free throw right here, though, Joe.
This is to tie the game with 20 seconds left. McCullough does. We are tied. And it's getting a little chippy down there. It's been an intense game. So 20 seconds left, tied at 67. Topeka Seaman with the basketball, and Piper with a little bit of full court pressure.
You know, they're gonna look for Becker right now.
Bragg with it.
Uh-oh.
What a fitting end to this one. Bragg lost the handle, but a foul called with 6 seconds to go. Foul was on Lockwood.
There was no foul on that one. Take a look at it, watch. No one touches him. Wow.
So Bragg gives Topeka Seaman the lead. So Topeka Seaman up by 1, 6.8 seconds to go, and timeout for Piper. Michael, what a game. What a game.
What a game, and I would have loved to have seen that last possession be determined by the players. As we just saw on the replay, no one touched her. And she's able to go to the line, knocking down her first free throw. Still a lot of time for the Pirates if she's able to make that the next free throw. Man, that's a big call. That was a big call right there.
Well, now, Michael, if you're Coach Stout in that huddle, what are you saying to your team?
Focus. Focus. Last play is over with. We can't worry about it. If she makes the free throw, we're running our sideline. I've seen him call that play a few times where they get their 3 players on the sideline and push it up. Nearly 7 seconds is a lot of time to get a good shot off. They don't need a 3, so you can get something going towards the rim, possibly get a foul either way. But if the free throw is missed, now you got to secure the rebound. If you look out here, Gerber isn't on the floor, so not a lot of height on the floor for Topeka Seaman. They're gonna have to, for the Pirates. They're gonna have to box out if she misses this free throw.
And second one also goes. 6 seconds. McCullough with 5, 3. McCullough with 2. Puts it up. Foul! A foul!
Oh, wow.
With no time on the clock. Oh, my.
Take a look right here. Oh, man, I didn't see. Becker was straight up and down. Oh, Becker was straight up and down. I didn't see a foul right there, but let's see.
So the official talking with Coach Tinsley right now. 0.3 of a second going back on the clock. And now you've got Grace McCullough, who was all EKL second team last year, has been the leading scorer for Piper throughout the game. Coach Tinsley asking for a little clarification there. But now McCullough with a chance to tie the game.
And we've seen her miss 3 free throws in a row. I don't want to look, Joe.
So McCullough. Pressure free throws. Now she has to miss the second.
We said it earlier, it may come down to a free throw shooting contest. Who can knock down their free throws?
So now a needed miss and then a hope for a quick rebound and putback. It didn't touch the rim, so it is Topeka Seaman basketball. They did run the 3 seconds off, or the 0.3 seconds off the clock, so they will need to run an inbounds play. So Coach Tinsley again getting an explanation from the officials. And Topeka Seaman will take a timeout with 0.3 seconds left and up by 2.
Free throws and layups. It is the difference between a win and loss. A lot of times championships as well. When the coach goes back, when the players go back and look at the film, literally comes down to who made their free throws in clutch time and who didn't. No matter what the calls were, you got an opportunity to tie the ball game up, and just unfortunate. I know she's thinking about that as she's a premier player headed to Cal, but those free throws tonight, especially down the stretch, may cost them the game.
So a 2-point lead for Topeka Seaman, again the defending 5A state champions, against the number 10 team in the preseason rankings in 5A in the state of Kansas, in Piper. And this matchup, you know, I was talking with Coach Wallace, who's the Piper boys coach, earlier this week, and we were talking about his game, and he said, now don't forget about the girls' game. He said, that is going to be an amazing, amazing game, and he was exactly right.
Absolutely right.
As Stahlbomber gets the basketball, and Topeka Seaman gets the victory. A 69-67 victory for Topeka Seaman on the opening night here at the new gymnasium at Piper High School. What a game. We'll be back with some final thoughts here on Spectrum News, the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week. And welcome back to Piper High School. A 69-67 win for Topeka Seaman over Piper. Michael, what a game, back and forth throughout.
What a game by both teams to kick off the shot clock era in Kansas basketball. Shout out to Becker for Topeka Seaman coming home with the win.
What a first game of our doubleheader. Remember the second game of our doubleheader coming up next. I want to thank Travis Brown, Brian Gray, Shane Stout, and Matt Tinsley, and also our outstanding director and producer, Abazar Ardavani. Thank you for joining us. Game 2 coming up next here on the Hy-Vee High School Game of the Week on Spectrum News.